What's up, guys? I'm here in beautiful Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Came up here, just shot up here for the Wrestling National Championship, the Collegiate Wrestling National Championship, and I ran across PNC Park. I'm staying in a hotel right across from PNC Park, man. It always gets me thinking about one of my favorite players, Adam Frazier. They're starting second baseman for him now. He was one of my former players for a long time, a good friend of mine now. But when I first started training Adam Frazier, he was about 160, 165 pound, 18-year-old kid that was, to tell you the truth, probably afraid to train, afraid to lift weights. I had heard all the negative, all the bad stigma about training baseball players, and tell you the truth, man, once I got my hands on him, about a year and a half later, he had gained about 12 pounds. His body fat went from, I think, 8.3 or something like that to about 5, and he started hitting the ball a little bit harder. He ran a 7 flat 60 after he gained 12 pounds or whatever it was. He ran a 6.7. Okay, and he did all that in a year, and he did all that because he trained his ass off. He trained hard. He worked hard. He listened. He trained the right way. Train the way baseball players are supposed to train, and not even the way baseball players are supposed to train. It's really kind of how all athletes are supposed to train. Hit heavy legs, heavy backside, heavy core. Didn't shy away from doing too much pressing as a baseball player. As a hitter, I'd probably shy away from doing a little bit more pressing with an arm or a pitcher. But man, he really stacked up. Hit the weights hard, hit the sprinting hard. And now he's in the big leagues. Been in the big leagues for several years now, and I'm not by no way or in no way and by no means am I taking credit for that. He's a hard worker, and if he was in the gym for an hour lifting with me, he was in the cages for 3 hours hitting, and an hour or 2 hours on the field taking ground balls. So his work ethic for sure got him there. But I'd like to say that something clicked in his mind. As a freshman in college, and said, if I want this thing, and I do, and he does, man. He's one of the most dedicated people that I've ever trained, that I've ever seen. He said, if I want this thing, I got to work for it, and he did. And not only did he do it in the weight room, he did it on the field, in the cages, and he's not stopped, man. Being focused on that and being focused on his ultimate goal, man. And I'm so happy it's paid off. And like I said, I'm here at PNC Park, man. I want to kind of go see kind of where he's been, and just shoot this video to you guys, man, to say, look, not all training is bad for baseball players. You really, really, really nowadays, especially, you really need to train. You need to train hard. Look at the way the game is. People are hitting. I think the average fastball now is 93, 94 miles an hour. You don't do that unless you're strong. You don't do that unless you train hard. See some of these big guys, man. Mike Trout and those guys, signing these big contracts, and they're big physical players, man. That hit 30, 40 home runs a year, play the game hard, and play 180 games a year. And you got to be in shape. You got to be physical. You got to be strong, especially nowadays to play. So anyway, I want to shoot that for you real quick, and I'm going to get over here across the street, man, and watch some of these guys go at it over at the wrestling tournament. So anyway, take care, and we'll talk to you later.